seen you around these parts. What does it matter? You need a blacksmith? Show me your steel. If not, head straight for the door. I'm busy. I'm not here to chit-chat. Forging a weapon strengthens it and alters its character. Ores are transmogrified spirits. Their presence blesses the weapon. Ores are transmogrified.
These guys have Blacksmith Baldwin and Blacksmith Ed are who I'm referring to by these guys. They have these gauntlets on, and I think I thought initially that they were the hands of God, that each one of them had one hand of God. And the hands of God are these weapons that you can pick up later in this level. And I believe that if you kill this guy or Blacksmith Baldwin, they would drop a singular hand of God. And I assumed that that's what these gauntlets were, but they might just be something else. So, I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I just wanted to mention that. Oh, this is upgrade weapons. He doesn't... I thought he would sell stuff, but he doesn't. I'm not going to upgrade anything for now.
All done. And be gone. I work alone.
Yeah, this guy was down here with the elevator off. There's actually a switch, isn't there? Yeah. If you somehow get down here so that you're not permanently stuck, you can switch the elevator from the bottom, I would assume. That's the only other reason, or the only reason that I can think of that there might be a switch down there at all. Have I picked up any shields in this area? Anyway, going back to stats yet again, vitality is very important, and I would recommend, or I'm looking, I don't know if I can say recommend, because I've really only been to New Game Plus once. But I'm going for 40 vitality by the end of my playthrough. I don't think you can level up very much in your first playthrough. Maybe I just died a lot or spent a lot on healing consumables, but... Ooh. Bad hit. Oh no, there it is. There, you saw a first-hand power armor attack. There are these guys with hammers that don't have that power armor attack that he has. Power armor attack just means that he's not going to get staggered if you smack him while he's doing the attack. I'm going to be aiming for what I feel like is a high vitality stat, and I don't think that you level up very much in this game. I could be wrong. I was somewhere around level 65, I think, when I completed my very first playthrough of Demon's Souls, which felt like a pretty low level, especially compared to even just Dark Souls 1. You can finish with like at least 20 levels higher than that, I would say, in my opinion, as someone who's, you know, like level 80 is probably maybe lower, maybe higher, depending on how you play the game and how many times you die and stuff. The crystal lizard here that I'll get right away. Ooh, oh, he hit his own guys with the boulder. I forgot. There's an enemy there with a boulder. It took me so long to learn about this little barrel area. There's actually a pretty big giveaway that this is a secret, or not really secret, but maybe hidden area, and it's because you can see the torch. You can see the light of the torch on the wall, but I missed it every time. I'm gonna go up here first. There are a couple of things that I need to get to in this area, but for so long I had no clue how to get this item or this other one. I think it's just a soul item, so it's nothing crazy, but now we're behind the bad guys. Yay. These guys might also be weak to magic. I didn't have to hit them with my magic attack in order to figure that out. Yeah. They're not very resistant to magic damage. I don't know for sure, but fire damage might be the GOAT of Demon's Souls. I know magic can be really powerful too. Something that I like about Demon's Souls is that seemingly anything can be pretty powerful if you put a build into it. but some of it seems to be more viable. From what I know, this game, every Souls-like game gets harder every new game. So the enemies get more health and they do more damage. And at a certain point, it stops. So in Dark Souls 1, New Game Plus 7 is where it stops getting harder. But in Dark Souls, or after New Game Plus 7, in Demon Souls, I think New Game Plus 5 is where the enemies stop getting harder. And I went and I watched some videos of people using magic builds in New Game Plus 5, which is the hardest it'll ever be. And they were still messing some bosses up with it. So for these planks here, you just want to sprint across them. Just run full speed across the planks. And that's how you get across these. If they fall, you might just have to reload the area. I don't know if quitting and reloading will reset them. But I will drop down this way now. And this is just the bottom, where we came from. That right there is actually the end of this little section. That's where we're trying to get to. Where that guy is at the pickaxe. There's a switch on him. So, leaving Vitality behind on the note that I'm going to be leveling it up because I think it's very, very vital. Vitality, it's vital to level up Vitality. It feels like a pretty crucial stat. Unless you're just, you know, one of those gamers. It's like, if you don't get hit, you can't take damage. So, realistically, you don't need any. And endurance is actually better than Vitality because endurance lets you dodge, and dodging is how you don't get hit. And if you don't get hit, you don't take damage. And if you don't take damage, you don't die. And if you don't take damage or die, you don't need health. I would like high endurance. The reason that I like high endurance and the reason that I favored it in my first playthrough is because of Fashion Souls. I love Fashion Souls, and it always matters to me. By the way, there are dogs here. If we put on the thief ring, we might be able to avoid aggroing them. I'm not sure. I don't think it helps. I think at a certain point, they will aggro on you. And they're scary. Especially in the linear. Yep, he's already coming. Both of them are. So I'm going to stand here, and I'm going to sit with my shield up. Oh, they're not aggroed on me. Can I do this? No. I'm going to stand here with my shield up and poke them with my rapier. If you have not the buckler and rapier, I think with the spear you can still do it. If you have the spear, you can still do it. You can hit from behind shields. But if you have a normal weapon, hopefully you have some armor so that you can hit these guys. If not, you can just run backwards and lure them down here to where you'll have more room to fight them. These lizards, they are a lot deadlier up close because if you're so close to them, they do like a consistent stream of damage. They also have a jump attack that hurts. It's a beefy ass jump attack. They do like fire damage with it, and it really stings. So I would be wary of that. If you have Water Veil, if you're a Magic playthrough and you're walking through here with Water Veil, it's not going to be that big of a deal. You really only need one slot to cast Water Veil, by the way, and it costs 500 souls. So even if you're not a Magic build, ooh, that's the scary attack right there. Even if you're not a Magic build, you can still have Water Veil here. You don't need to be a sorcerer or sorceress. That's the really nice part about this. Unfortunately, the buckler isn't that great of a shield to block with, but doesn't seem like that matters too much at the moment. There's one more dog down there, it sounds like. Maybe even two, actually. Seems like he's... Oh! I was about to say, it seems like that... Jesus! That scared me. I was about to say, it seems like he's stuck on something somewhere. And then he just popped out and smacked the shit out of me. Jesus! I just jumped out of my skin. Okay. Is there anything else here? I'm trying to remember. Let me go up here and make sure I picked up all that stuff before I got too caught up in fighting the dogs. Nope, everything's good. Okay. Now, I can continue towards the shortcut, which is really, really close. I think there might be some upgrade material, bad guys up ahead, which is awesome. There's an item that you might see, I think it's right there. It's somewhere up above. There's an item somewhere up above, and it looks like we won't be getting it if we head down this pathway, but we will be getting it by heading down this pathway. Don't be deceived. There it is. It's right there. That's the item. Last time I went to this area, I saw it, and I was like, how do we get up there? Oh no, not again. Oh, thank God he missed. These guys actually aren't that bad to parry. The parry window seems very, very generous for these enemies. This one has a bag. He got that bag.